Hey everyone, I'm Vexel, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to get the achievement Interesting Times in the game Surviving Mars. And to unlock the achievement, you got to play as China and get to a population of 200 before day 100. And we will not need that long at all. So here's what you're going to want to do. Select China, City Mayor as your commander. Colony logo doesn't matter. Mystery I just set to none because it's not going to really affect us. And then the game rules, you're going to want to select Chaos Theory, Prefab Colony, Fast Rockets, Fast Scanning, Increased Production, More Applicants, and No Disasters. I'll make this a lot easier and quicker to complete. Let's see, starting off, let's just get a normal rocket with what's default here. And try to find one of those places with good metal and concrete. The water spot looks good. I'm going to get another rocket. I can cover a few more things, as well as some moisture vaporators, and another fuel refinery. And just kind of fill it up with whatever else. I usually do these advanced materials because I'm not going to be making them for a while. First things first, going to lay down a dome. Make sure I get the metals deposit in there so I can have metals for myself. And just kind of go through the list with all your prefabs and throw them wherever you want. Make sure they got electricity though.
Milestone achieved.
Gotta have electricity. And these Stirling generators will probably be all that we need to complete this achievement in terms of electricity. Especially if we open them up like this. All those up. Alright, next is water. I should have some free buildings here. Yep. Moisture vaporator. Put them right up next to these nodes here on the dome. That's where your pipes are going to be coming out of. And then you gotta have oxygen. Oxygen tank. Let's see what else we got. Water tower, might as well. And fuel refinery. I'll have to put that over here because it looks like we're running out of room. This fuel refinery is going to be important because you're going to need it to refuel your rockets to get more of those passengers. So the resources that are really important for this are concrete and metal. Rare metals are good, but not going to be that important for what we're doing here. And when you build your concrete extractor at the beginning, make sure you connect it to power. So, last thing we need to do before we get some people here, put down these two free prefabs we got. Then you're going to want to go to life support building. Put down 2 of these, should be good. And then put down a grocer, because they like to eat. Some research labs. I usually do 3 of these per dome. Hopefully these Chinese are smart and like to research. And I'm going to put another living complex. It's going to get an infirmary, and what this does is it lowers the comfort for them to have babies, which is what we want, to get more of them people on this planet. They got to be able to relax, so put these gardens in wherever you can and in the middle of these buildings. Now that that's all full. Oh, one last thing. Of course, got to put a pipe out and connect these. And after that, get your passenger rocket going. And for when they get here, we're going to want to start getting metal. So I'm going to plop down a metal extractor here. And something I forgot to do when I put the concrete extractor down, whenever you put a concrete, rare metal, or metals deposit down, you're going to want to put depots right next to it, because it'll make your drones do a lot more work than they need to do. I'm going to put 4 or 5, should be good for now, as well as a dumping site for the poop rock. And it looks like our passengers have arrived. Land this somewhere. So as you see, it says unemployed 5, so we got to open up some more work slots for these people. Over here. I usually open up the
Crop
second
failure
shift,
reported.
but when you open up that night shift, they aren't as happy working at night, so I don't tend to do it too often, unless there's a lot of unemployed people. And for these farms, what I always do, wheatgrass kind of sucks, so I put leaf crops, and then, if it lets me, microgreens in the second slot. Tends to give a lot better food output than... There we go, we can kind of let them be for now. And unless they decide to have a baby, we're going to be waiting 10 days pretty much before we're going to be filling up with a lot more colonists. So, I'm going to try to use this transport guy and find some metals. Kind of reminds me of old school Command and Conquer. Gathering Tiberium. So, as you see, I select the transport, press the right trigger, and I go over to this little transport route. You hit A, the first part, it's going to get all the resources in this area. And then you choose where you want to send him. I'm going to send him right here, but I realized I got to put down some universal depots as well. So while we're waiting, we're going to have to get more infrastructure to house more people. So let's see what we can do here. If we had a spire building unlocked like arcology, that's a great way to house people. But I don't have the research for that, and I'm not going to take the time to do that, so I'm going to be placing some barrel domes. They have a lot of room for very little cost, but they can't have a spire. But that's okay, because we're just going to house a lot of people in this thing. So this is going to be probably the slowest part of the game while you wait for the founder stage, so they deem we can have more people. And our rockets are loading up. That's going to be the primary way we're going to get up to 200 colonists. And it won't take long because China gives you 22 passengers default per rocket. You know what? With all the rocket activity I got going on, I think it's worth it to put down 2 fuel refiners. And of course I got one. Put it right here next to one of these nodes and pipe it. And for when that gets built, connect it to the water grid and the electric grid. Those are the 2 things you got to worry about when it comes to life support. Electricity and pipes. Pipes will do water and oxygen at the same time. This one's ready to go, so I'm going to launch that back.
Milestone achieved.
Now the rocket's back. Gonna get another resupply. Cargo rocket. At least one explorer. Gonna get some food because it's cheap and because Chinese eat a lot of food apparently.
No active research. Research
There's our
complete.
little explorer guy. Gonna take this guy and go to all these anomalies here and uncover them. I'm going to uncover these little key looking symbols because those will uncover more of the research tree, so you can kind of choose what you want without having to research all of them. And it looks like our transport got all the metal out of there. He got over 100 metal just doing that. So the metal on the map, as you see when you look over the sectors, it will show you the metals. And that's how much metal on the ground you can actually access without having to mine. So 5267, I'll send him over here to get some free stuff. Barrel dome is now done. So we're going to load it up with some living quarters. And then leave a little bit of room for other services, such as the grocers, and you're going to want 2 of those. And some of the bigger domes you want 3 or 4 because they will get cranky if they cannot go shopping. Because you don't want to leave any space empty when you're building a dome, unless you have plans for it later. Because it's just an opportunity to get more stats and make your people a lot happier. And happy people make babies. Let's see what else we want to add here. Probably some more farming because we've been low on food. A little nursery. This also gives living quarters for kids, for those babies when we get them born. Ah yes, the space bar makes them happy. So that, as it is right now, will house 70 colonists. That on top of 42, it's 112 right there. And this right here is why I always choose that tech randomization perk, because you'll get some really good research tech for low cost, if you're lucky. Like this one, 2 billion funding for only 1,000 research, and it's repeatable. So that's pretty amazing. I'll load up a few of those. So I kind of got lucky on this playthrough. I'm going to be able to complete this very quickly, and you're going to see why. That research that I showed you, and there's another one that gives you 500 million, which is not too bad. But you can queue it multiple times, as you see on the bottom left, and it only increases by 100 research points each time, which is not too bad. Not much at all. I mean, hey, you know, 2 billion bucks, If I was just going to be going for this achievement, you don't really have to build these extra buildings much at all. But I just kind of have the habit of doing it. And hey, if you get a good setup here, you might want to play this game longer and explore some more things, maybe unlock more achievements as well. And I have enough money for a couple new rockets. So here's what I'm going to do. Resupply, passenger rocket, send it out. Resupply again, and then... Oh, I got an extra rocket, that's right, from that anomaly. Right on. And another passenger rocket. And then press Y to buy another rocket for the low, low price of $3 billion. And get some more passengers. And you know what? We got some more money, so we're just gonna buy another rocket there, you know. And passenger rocket. Let's see how many people this is gonna be. I've already got 68 here. Rockets galore. Let the flood of people enter. You're gonna want to put them slightly by the domes because they don't like walking that far.
Milestone achieved. New colonists have arrived.
And as you see up here at the top right of your screen, this shows how many colonists you got. We're at 140, 143, keeps going up. 2 more will load 44 more people, and that'll make it exactly 200 people. Unless they get giggity on each other and make some more babies. Look at all these people with money. They're like, where am I going to spend it? There's nowhere to go. And right after these guys walk out of these rockets, you're going to unlock the achievement for 200 colonists before day 100. And it's only day 12. You might not get it as quick as this. Might take a few more of the Martian days. But I got lucky and got more funding. Essentially, all you'd have to do is wait around for these fuel refineries to load up these rockets, kind of send them back and forth. Just take a little bit longer, but it doesn't increase difficulty at all. And 200 people, as you see right there.